Morning. How are ya? Good morning, my friends. It is 8 o'clock on the dot on a Saturday morning. I'm first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather. Hopefully starting your day off on the right note. Boy, do we have some things to track today. Top two things we are monitoring right now. A really great start to the day. Very comfortable temperatures, a little bit of sunshine, but into the afternoon, my friends, that pattern is turning wet. We're going to be talking about a whole lot of rain, perhaps coming down on your parade. If so, I'm sorry. I'm going to do my best to give you the best news I can. But at the end of the day, if it's going to rain, it's going to rain. I'm sorry. Anyway, that said, let's look outside and see what's doing on our tower cam perspective. Oh, Volusia County, you're looking lovely. Hold on a second. You see, I've already had my coffee. Hold on, let me mute it and cough. I don't want to blow your ears out. My apologies. It's lovely. I've already moved on to my protein shake. Lovely start to the day, though, as we take you outside live on our tower cam perspective. That is New Smyrna Beach. Rise and shine, my friends. Let's head down the shoreline. Melbourne. Oh, how pretty is that? I love it. Orlando International Airport. You were working like 2 seconds ago, man. All right, well, we're looking out toward the east from our downtown Orlando tower cam. There's the courthouse on the right side of the screen. And in the center, if you look closely, it's the power plant right off of the beach line. That is the Stanton Energy Facility, a modern, neat-looking coal power plant. It's got that like nuclear look. It's not a nuclear power plant. It's a coal plant, but it looks pretty. It looks pretty, relatively speaking. Let's look over toward Altamont Springs. Plenty of clouds. Downtown from another angle, looking off toward the east, looking lovely. To the tourist district we go. It is lovely, but we've got that deck of clouds over top of us. Yeah. So let's chat about that deck of clouds. First off, satellite and radar, kind of giving you the wider illustration of what's going on. The clouds filtering in from the Gulf of Mexico, but we're already starting to watch some of these showers, and those showers have been moving into our northern areas. Let's come over to our first warning live Doppler radar, and you see, at least in our area, it's nice and quiet. We come up to the north and like right on the edge of the radar range, you can see some showers up around Stark working over toward the St. Augustine area. That's what we've had this morning, nothing in our area. Temperature-wise, and we're cycling through the live temperatures on the screen. The hourly observations are on the bottom of the screen. 60 degrees in Orlando, 56 in the Villages, 57 in Daytona Beach. Where do we head from here, my friends? Look at how lovely that is. 65, 11 o'clock, about 67, 1 p.m., and 69 degrees, 70 degrees, depending on where you are into the afternoon. But notice this morning is quiet. Then we get into more and more rains. It's going to be, unfortunately, it's going to be a wet day, especially into the afternoon and evening. So for planning purposes, what do you want to do? Do it now. Next couple of hours. All right, let me pause from my spiel and let's chat. Good morning. How are you on a Saturday? Ann, Pat, good morning. David, Tina, good morning. Frank, it does look like it has a big cooling tower like a nuclear plant. It does, Frank, yeah. And I think it was... it's been 20 years since I learned that it was a coal plant, but I remember thinking it was a nuclear plant for the longest time as a kid. But I guess that's just the way that it is. David, good morning. Let's see here. Miriam says, beautiful morning. It is a beautiful morning. Taylor says, bring the storms. It's interesting because we don't like the timing of storms on a weekend, right? But when you look at the drought index, we are little by little adjusting this. In other words, we had been in these dark blues, and now we're kind of getting into these lighter blues. We're still good on the Keach-Byram drought index, okay? But when it comes down to it, the fire danger index number has been coming up steadily, little by little. And that is a concern. That we don't want, right? So just keep that in mind, my friends. The the higher that goes, the more of a concern certainly we have. So for what it's worth, the rain is definitely something that we want. So let's do this. Let's take a look at Futurecast, okay? And let's just get an idea of the rainfall itself. Now through 11 o'clock we're good, but you notice, I'm going to bring it full screen here. Notice through 11 o'clock we're good, but you can start to see on the left side of the screen there, the rain's starting to approach, right? Yeah. 12:30, 1 o'clock. Starting to see that rain encroaching into the area. Watch how quickly it spreads, right? Like that's 2 p.m. and we're already talking about a pretty wide swath of rain, which is why I've said all morning on Sunrise, like, take this morning to enjoy, because by the afternoon, that's going to be our radar. Yeah. Arnett says, I'm working Taste of DeLand this afternoon, so I will bring my raincoat. I was so busy just doing the forecast. You know, usually for weekends, we try to do event forecasts. But when it's a weekend like this, and there's so much rain, and there's kind of just a lot to talk about, we slow down on the event forecasts and more focus on the impacts. When the weather's a little quieter, we try to do event forecasts. So I didn't even know that that was an event happening. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you know, there's the event going on at Lock Haven Park today. It's not going to be a severe event. It's not going to be a flooding event, but we are talking about rains, and certainly that's not ideal timing. Brenda says, good morning. We need rain. Our lake is down 2 feet. Is it really? Let's look at the year-to-date numbers. That's kind of an interesting way to compare. If I can find the right graphic, there it is. Now, obviously, lakes, they drain, you know, so watersheds, all that stuff. But climatologically speaking, we're now getting to about an inch or so behind where we should be for the year. So, yeah, rain is definitely something that we can use, doesn't hurt. We just don't necessarily want it. Yeah. Debbie, is tomorrow the day to stay on the couch under a blanket with coffee and movies? I would say, if I was timing it out, and we're going to go back to Futurecast here, if I was timing it out, I would say this afternoon is, and then tomorrow afternoon is. So there's 2 p.m. So now through lunchtime, like there's lunchtime. Most of us are going to be fine now through lunchtime. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you got 4 hours. Go play. Debbie, go play. And for you, you know, it's not until like 2 o'clock that the rains move in. Now notice 3, 4 o'clock, we've got widespread showers around Central Florida, right? Let's continue that time frame. 5 p.m., 6 p.m., rains around. 7 p.m., still with showers. Evening plans, a little bit of a break, but more showers, 9, 10. And we're going to basically keep some rains around. Now, tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., you're good. Morning services actually look to be pretty okay. So that's why I would say this afternoon is the day to be inside, right? Taylor says they're just calming to me. I get that. I love rain. I don't love it on a weekend when I have to entertain kids. But there's things to do. But I digress. So this afternoon, indoor plans. Okay, here's tomorrow. Let's take a look at our Futurecast for tomorrow. 7 a.m. All right, looking good. 9, we're looking fine. Lunchtime, we start to see a few of these little spotty showers. And I think that Futurecast is a little underdoing the colors. In other words, what I think is going to happen, because tomorrow's temperatures are going to be a bit warmer than today, so I think that we'll end up seeing thunderstorms firing up tomorrow afternoon, okay? So, if I'm looking at the forecast for the weekend, morning for both days, good. Afternoon for both days, not as good. I would say today is more of a widespread light rain, and then tomorrow is going to be more of those like popcorn thunderstorms around, okay? Now, that said, we've kind of illustrated the overall idea. Let's look to the 7-day forecast because there's so much to unpack here. It really is a unique little scenario. Today, high rain coverage for the afternoon and evening. Tomorrow, another quiet start, but showers and thunder showers for the afternoon. Lower coverage. Then we get a little frontal boundary moving through Monday morning to help to kind of sweep it all out, clear us out, and even cool us down a little bit. High temperature of 71 degrees. It's going to be a nice and cool start, by the way, on Tuesday morning, but a warmer afternoon Tuesday. Then another storm system moves in on Wednesday and then cools us down for Thursday and for Friday. Maureen says, what happened today was supposed to be 80. Now I have to rethink my Epcot outfit. It was supposed to be 80? Are you sure? I'm pretty sure the the forecast has been pretty consistent for today, Maureen. I think. I don't know. Debbie, I guess Chris, Yukon, and Kenneth are sleeping in. Hey, it's a weekend, Debbie. Let them sleep. Let them sleep. What do I always say? Coffee Talk is here when you are, but it shouldn't be a priority for you, right? Like, if you've got real life happening, do real life. Jennifer says, I'm a tad late. It's a Saturday. You enjoy. You enjoy. See you, Frankie. Amy says, running around at the park with my little guy yesterday reminded me that I'm not as ready for the summer warmth like I thought. Listen, you'll never get there. I mean, I'm never going to get there either. That's just the way that it is. It's not, yeah. It's just not. But we'll get there. Beverly says, water levels in Deer Haven area are high. Hope we do not flood this summer. Me as well, yeah. In tonight watching football. Go Eagles. Yeah, well, and you've got some really great football games. And I don't know why I thought they were tomorrow. Oh, because tomorrow's Sunday. Why are we playing them on Saturday, I guess? I don't know. Let's see here. I'm going to the Frog Leg Festival in Fellsmere. Love Fellsmere. Love Indian River County. But there's a Frog Leg Festival? News to me. The good news, by the way, is that the further south you go, the lower the rain coverage actually should be. So you actually should be pretty good. Larry says, good morning from Patrick Space Force Base. Good morning to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Ugly weekend. I know. Debbie, Eric, this is real life. Oh, you're too funny, Debbie. You know what I mean, my love. You know what I mean. Heather, good morning to ya. How are ya? Amy says, let's go Giants, giddy up. Christy, I'm ready for the warmth. Yesterday was beautiful in my opinion. Oh, I agree. Terry says, go Jags. Yeah. Don Marie, we are planning to go to SeaWorld today. Well, good. I actually might do that as well. I've got to activate the toddler pass. I don't know when. If you're heading out, just know this. It's turning wet. It's going to be turning wet in the afternoon. So Don Marie, I would just, look, park opens at 9 o'clock this morning. I would get out there around 9 and enjoy what you can. And then when it's done, it's done. You know? Yeah. Brandy, good morning. How are ya? Hope you're doing well. You know, it's funny. This is one of those situations I should have put the cooler stretch on our long range forecast, but I digress. That's okay. So in terms of rainfall, I do want to point out our Futurecast model not really showing a ton of rain. You know, if we look through tomorrow afternoon and evening, Futurecast is saying widespread showers, right? The lightest color green. There's going to be some of those darker ribbons of a ½ inch to an inch, but most of us are going to get a ½ inch or less of rain. So some showers, nothing too bad. Now, that said, if I just play this out, you know, and come up here to the north, you can kind of see where there's going to be plenty of areas of Apalachicola, and especially look up here into the Carolinas. Like, we're talking about areas with 2, 3, 4, 5 inches of rain. So for us, there's going to be some showers, but nothing too bad. But, you know, if you're playing golf, let me tell you, morning weather, fine. The afternoon rounds, though, that's when we're watching those showers around. It's going to be a high impact for you. Morning rounds of golf are not going to be too bad. All right? Anna says, I'm going to Epcot. Same idea. The rain's around. Yeah, so here's kind of the overall interesting setup. We've got the showers around coming in from a storm system that's approaching us from the Gulf of Mexico. Watch how that storm system moves north and west of us, but it feeds in a gusty southerly wind. So for tomorrow, it's going to be gusty weather associated with that next front, and we do look to get a few thunderstorms firing up. It's not going to be too bad for us. I do want to point out when it when we talk about the threat for stronger storms, the threat for stronger storms is going to be well north of us. And there is a low-end threat for like the panhandle into Georgia for today, not for us. I think for us, it's just going to be your good old-fashioned run-of-the-mill showers. Nothing too bad, all right? So that's where we're at. 7-day forecast showing nice quiet weather for us a couple of days. But most of this pattern is pretty active. 70% coverage of rain this afternoon and evening, okay? Tomorrow, a couple of thunderstorms in the afternoon. A few lingering showers into Monday morning, then it clears out, looks good Monday, Tuesday. Showers around Wednesday, and then clearing out and cooling down for our Thursday and our Friday. All right? So Denellen will get sprinkles again while others get inches. But Terry, don't look at it like that. Honestly, and I'm not just telling you that like on a psychological level, understand what the model says. The model doesn't know you versus the town next to you. What the model's trying to do is trying to give you've got to look broader. So get the idea that most of us are going to get a few showers. Some pockets, especially north of town, will get some heavier rainfall. That's what you should take from the models. When we talk about long-range forecasting particularly, I like to make sure that you understand what we know and what we don't. But when it comes to computer models, it's no different. You need to understand what they say versus what they don't say, all right? Rosebud, I'm right on the line, might not even get rain. Again, look on the broader kind of thing. Oh, look who's on TV. Look at the broader idea, right? That's all. Nikki says we're going this afternoon to meet a couple new puppies to see if one wants to join our family. Not going to let rain get in the way of that. You shouldn't let rain get in the way of that. You really shouldn't. You should go enjoy, for goodness sake. Oh my goodness. Oh, you should enjoy. I know it's outside our normal service area, but what is the rain chances in Arcadia today? In Arcadia, well, you know, here's the deal. The better chance of rain across Florida is the further north you go. So for Arcadia, if you're going all the way that direction, I mean, I would say that there's going to be a few showers, but it's not going to be too bad, Paul. Yeah. You as well, Frank. Be good. Puppies. Jennifer's like, puppies? Puppies? What kind? What kind of puppies? Oh, man, oh, man. Victoria, okay, so in West Melbourne, we might miss the showers. Again, the further south you live, the drier the conditions should be. So I would say that you're looking better and better. George, more winter tornadoes now than in past history? That is a really broad statement. I would say during like February-ish, but, you know, we're not quite into that tornado season yet, but tornadoes happen during our two severe weather seasons, one of which being like February, March, April, and then one being during the summer. All right? Any questions, comments, concerns? Anything? Wanting to make sure you're aware. Let me tell you a couple of things too, okay? Shameless plug. The bosses do not ask me to do this, so don't think that I'm being forced to do this. But the WESH 2 mobile app, okay? Seriously, shameless plug, nobody has asked me to do this, but I was helping in the design of certain features, and I want to be very clear. This thing's cool. I use it. Seriously. It will send out a push alert when rain's approaching you. It'll send a push alert when there's lightning nearby. It'll send a push alert when there's severe weather. On a day like today, it's a super great feature because the fact of the matter is I'm tweeting and I'm pushing out information to you, but when I'm in dad mode, I am focused on being dad, even the weather nerd, right? And so it's the app that will let me know when rain's approaching, okay? I don't get I don't get a kickback on downloads or anything. I'm telling you this because it's a really useful tool, and as the weather guy, I like useful tools. So download it. It's free of charge, and on a day like today, while you're working around the house, when you're with the kids or whatever, it's a good thing to have. You can turn off the notifications later. Yeah, why don't you whisper at work anymore, Secret Squirrel? I do when we're in the newscast, but right now, there's no newscast going on. But when I'm doing the morning show during the week, and there's, like the Today Show's on the air, and we're not live on CW right now. If we were, then I would have to be doing the whisper thing. So there's that. Don't worry. The next time I do the morning show with you, you'll get whispering me. You'll get whispering me. Have the app, love the notifications. Oh, I agree. Like, Gene, it's super cool. It's super cool. And what's neat is when I went to the weather conference last year, I was able to have some conversations with the developers and all that fun stuff. So, all good things. All good things. Tamara says, I have the app, but I need to set the weather alert. Thanks for reminding me. Of course. That's listen, we get to hang out. Like, that's what Coffee Talk is. We get to hang out. We get to talk. I love it. Yeah. Last night, Tony said he wants to have you on his Facebook chat. Don't think he could handle going off the tracks in the morning. Oh, bada bing, bada bing. Does Tony know how to do that? I don't think he does. We'll have to teach Tony how to do that. Hey, listen, real fast, I have to share with you guys and gals. So, I went to Lake Howell, and I'm wearing Lake Howell colors just by happenstance. I get into the office. So I had the principal and a couple of students from Lake Howell over during the week last week, and we chatted a little bit. They're doing like a little video talking to certain Lake Howell alumni, and they wanted to chat with me, and it was great. I got a chance to meet the principal. Super wonderful guy, super wonderful guy. Well, I came into the office today, and there's a bunch of Lake Howell gear. Now, I should tell you, my children are zoned to go there. I mean, I'm a Silverhawk through and through. I am so excited to wear my new Lake Howell gear. I've got a couple of shirts and things. I've even got, come over here and say that to my face. I've even got this sweatshirt, cannot wait to wear it. Ironically, I'm wearing my Lake Howell colors, and this beautiful thing. Oh, you stay there. You stay there.
Go Lions.
We went to the other schools. You know, you were on the Oviedo side. I was on the Lake Howell side.
Yep.
I was on the Winter Park side. Unincorporated. Yeah.
Oviedo.
Yeah. So we both, having no idea of any of this,
I know.
We're both wearing our colors.
Repping our alma maters today.
I love it. And you had a great opportunity to do something in your hometown as well here recently.
I did. Oviedo Citizens in Action invited me to be the Grand Marshal of their Martin Luther King Jr. Day Parade on Monday. It was so cool because I used to go to that as a kid.
Yeah.
My parents were there along the parade route, just gushing.
Oh, they were this year?
Yeah,
oh,
came.
shut up. That's
they
so
came this
awesome.
Year. My dad brought out the big camera. It was such an honor.
I want to see pictures.
It was an honor.
Did you post pictures?
Just a few. My dad hasn't sent me the
them.
professional ones yet. You know, you gotta.
Pops has got to do the color correction.
Paparazzi has to get it done.
I love that. I'm going to use that.
He truly is. He is. So it was
Listen,
awesome.
he's your biggest fan. I've got to be like number 2 or number 3. I'm somewhere up there.
Stop.
I love this. I love this.
best.
She's so great.
Bye, y'all.
Oh, all right.
Go Lions!
Throwing it at the last second. It's this kind of love that what you don't see during the commercial breaks. Oh, well. All right, anyway. Listen, people. Just plan for afternoon showers. We'll be good. Listen, also, if you're on Twitter, give me a like, and I'll be posting through the afternoon. I always like to tell friends, too, that on a day where there's weather, like during hurricane season, you can turn on notifications on Twitter. And every time I tweet, you can get a notification. So a lot of my friends, I tell them, turn on the notifications during weather days from me. That way you know what's going on. And then you can turn the notifications off when you don't want to listen to the weather all the time. All right? Debbie, what about TikTok? Yeah, follow me on TikTok. If I hit 1,000 followers, then I can do Coffee Talk on TikTok. So that'll be cool. Anyway, all right, I got to go do TV. They're yelling. Ping yelling is terrifying. All right? Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so very much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I love you guys. Love it. Go Silverhawks. I'll see y'all later. Bye.